chopper's hat. And a replica of that sword. Sure. Let's grab that stuff real quick. I think I've already got a set, one of those swords, so I can now make the real one. So, chopper's hat. Just, I don't really think it's me. I like having my ears. I'm just gonna pop that away. I'm also gonna put the marine jacket back on. No, hold on. What I want is the other jacket. Hold on. Mine. Where's the fur jacket or something like that, or the other jacket, the pirate jacket? Because I can dye that stuff, and it actually like dyes the whole thing over, and it's way cooler. The marine one's really cool if you're into like looking like a marine. Personally, not really the look I was going for. Yeah, no, that's why I thought I have to literally. I can't just have it. I need to buy it. I've just been unlucky. I've never seen one in the store so far. They just keep selling me marine jackets. You're a pirate salesman. Sell me a pirate one, please. I've not seen one in the pirate sales since I started in pirate sales. Obviously, the marine ones only give marine jackets. That makes a lot of sense. Kind of. I mean, there's the fur jacket. That's not really the fluffy one. That's not tied to like any faction, I don't think. So I would have really appreciated them just giving me that, but whatever. Because that wasn't on the cards. It be how it be, I suppose. But hopefully at some point we switch over. Cause I like the jackets are so cool. Like this is really cool. I like this a lot. I just don't want the marine one because I'm not a marine. Ah, there it is, the replica sword. Very cool. Also, as a side note, my swordsman damage bonus is now at 28%. So that's cool. So I mean, yeah, I guess that's the new thing with the swordsman finally kicking in, where to get the 25% bonus, you need to beat 10,000 Dorky. So it's worse if you're not maxed out. Because it used to be you just flat got a bonus, whatever it was before. Whereas now you've got to actually raise it up. So in the beginning, you're a terrible swordsman. It does give you a sense of progression now, where you do get stronger over time with them. So that's really cool. Flip side though, yeah, if I raise my Dorky somehow up to like 50,000, then in theory, I would be able to get like a 100 and something odd % bonus on my sword attacks. So at that point, it'd be really strong. He's probably getting shot anyway. That'll. We're not invited in, sir. Right, hold on. Quickly, make the real version of the sword. Beautiful. It does nothing different. It does nothing different. It's just a thing that it gets bonus to durability. That seems to be unbreakable. I think it's either that or just in general everything's unbreakable for me now. Right now, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Either way, hey, toss all this stuff away. We don't care about this. Page one I posted there too right now. We don't care about them right now. What I do care about. I want to grab some paper. And I want to go look at that Poneglyph. Because I don't know what that's going to do when I activate it. So I'm a little bit curious. I don't think there's any benefit to the Poneglyphs now. Hey, is there a captain here? Is anyone actually came to get me? Or do you just really not care that much? You really don't. You're really just not putting any effort to try and catch me, are you? I mean, I suppose flip side, hey, at least we're no longer getting my house blown up every time one spawns. So that's something. Oh! Things! Ow! Mine! Yo, I just spent all my money. All my money's gone. Beautiful. Hey, that's in the house thing. Yo, if I ever find the thunder for it, I'll be looking good. Kind of. No, what I do want is the captain's coat, because, yeah, it looks like this normal. Okay, whatever. Not really looking for the brown, though, no, but we can do better, because this thing is dyeable, and I'm pretty sure it affects more than just the sleeves, because the marine jackets naturally try and stay white, because, Marines. Makes a lot of sense. I can understand that. Flip side, though, yeah, if we decide, hey, well, if we want, not you. That one. Yo, look how glowy my coat is. It looks weird. Anyway, hey, red coat. Beautiful. All right, popping in here. Oh. There's just another thing for the challenge mode. Okay, never mind. They don't do anything special anymore. Okay, because yeah, they used to be how you unlock challenge mode. But it was a pain because the Poneglyphs were obviously like, super rare. So it's like an absolute pain. On top of that, you had to like get a bit of paper, and then you had to take it to a villager, and then they had to unlock it. So it was a whole thing for you to fight, essentially really easy opponents. So, I'm glad they simplified it and just made it so, hey, you get sent 1 posters. I definitely prefer that. That said, though, yeah, Poneglyphs now just don't serve a purpose at this current time. I guess maybe, like, maybe you know, when the One Piece gets further in, if the mod keeps getting updated and them, like, maybe someday it'll serve a different purpose, like, you know, figuring out where Laugh-Tale is and stuff. Something, I don't know. Actually, regular Poneglyphs don't really do that, do they? It's the red Poneglyphs that do that. What do the regular ones do? I don't think they give information on things. They give information about ancient weapons and that? I can't remember. I know it's Robin's whole thing. I generally don't remember at this point. I just remember the red Poneglyphs are the big important ones for finding Laugh-Tale. Beyond that, though, I forget what the other ones are for and what Robin's been looking at. I know she's been working at information. I'm sure at some point she'll give us an insane dump of information when she's worked everything out in Bimbadim and wows everyone. Oh, wait, oh no, it's on the... Oh no, the Poneglyphs are... Yeah, that's the word. It's for the 100-year gap, isn't it? In history. Yeah, I think. Maybe. I assume so. One Piece has a lot of stuff going on. It's very cool. But also, I just don't remember where it's going on. There's probably theories out there. Right, anyway. So where are we at on things then? So, we've got Robin's for a bit. I actually do kind of want to go to Marine Base just to see what happens. So actually, on that grounds, hey, hold on a second. We ran from here, didn't we? So, yeah, there's 2 more Marine bases over there. Obviously, there's Sniper Boy in that area. It's been absolutely devastated. Oh, there's 3 Marine bases over there. Perfect. Yeah, we're going to just head up to one of them really quick. Well, actually, now I think about it. So, obviously, like, this mod's got, like, an insane number of Delphrids in it. It's one of the biggest appeal things of the mod, is the fact it's got such a variety of Delphrids. Like, it's one of the biggest talking points when you play with the mod. And start... you know, playing with the Delphrids, especially since you can set it so they drop from trees, so you can just get like an insane number of Delphrids and then just play with them all, and it's really cool. Thinking about it though, it's gonna be really interesting when they decide to add more Delphrids in, because, you know, as the story's going on, obviously we're encountering more and more Delphrids, so... yeah, it's gonna be interesting seeing, like, you know, some of the later Delphrids. Obviously I don't want to see spoilers and stuff from, like, you know, Elbaf, but, you know, even, like... Actually, I just don't want to say spoilers. Yeah, I'm just gonna not say a word about any Delphrids that have been shown more recently. But, yeah, I see even stuff from, like, you know, Wano and that. Kaido's fruit in particular, I think, is probably the big floating one. Big Mom's fruits there. Dum-ba-dum. So, yeah, there's that. There's also, like, the ones that Blackbeard's crew showed off. Those are pretty insane. I mean, they're not actually... Actually, they're not really that insane. They're actually pretty simple. It's just their powers are, like, really insane, because simplistic powers tend to be some of the most insane ones. AKA, you know, one just has the strength for it. He is strong. One has... I forget the exact wording for it, but yeah, he's able to teleport. As a sniper, hey, that's really good. One is, though, a one that can just make diseases occur. Okay, that one's actually pretty complex, because he has insane knowledge in diseases, but it's also a really good Delphrid for a doctor. I'm curious what some of the other guys have got. But anyway, hey, is there still Marines in this base? Yes, there is. So, hey, we're going to do a thing real quick. We're going to turn that on, all right? We're going to turn that on. Then we're going to turn this on. And then we're going to go clutch. And you watch as everyone crumbles around me. Fantastic. Because I don't have to see them. I just have to be within a certain range of them. You know, the captains are not happy about this stuff. They're on future sight. Why not? Good luck hitting me. Spam. Spam the moves. Probably should have turned hockey on so I did more damage now I think about it. That would have been smarter. Oh, well, that was fun while it lasted. Yes, that took a big chunk of a Marine base really quickly there. So that was kind of cool. Anyway, hey guys. Hey, you seem to be really annoyed the fact that I took out all the base with some Delphrid powers. Really sorry about that. No. Bonk. Anyway, moving on. Okay, Robin's fruit is definitely stronger when I turn hockey that on. 100%, without a doubt. It still has the capabilities to absolutely mess up a Marine base. It's just nerfed in the sense of I now need to have another mode active, so I can't do it all the time. Unless I'm misremembering that mode existed before, and I just forgot it was there. But I'm pretty sure it used to be like a lot less free. It used to be a lot more free of restrictions, didn't it? Maybe, possibly, hopefully. But yeah, now I guess they've nerfed it for like balancing, which kind of makes a lot of sense. It was kind of insane because Robin's fruit is insane. Like, it's a fruit that just without looking, she can, you know, essentially snap people's backs and stuff, and they can't really do much about it. Unless they notice the thing, like the hand spawning from them, unless they're gonna overpower the hand as well. So there's that. Any other stuff here? Nope. Well, that was fun. Out of curiosity, hey, if I find another marine fort really quick, just to check. Hey, how much damage do we do? Like, or not damage? How much? How quickly do we wipe the place out and all that? Like, if I do this and this and do this, like, oh, it's just gonna, you know, hurt everyone here. And then we go blow up again. And they're all gone. Okay, I'm gonna gain like 42 Dorky from that, so that's not an insane amount. But yeah, what if that went over an entire base though? Like, how much Dorky do I just gain in a snap from that? Also, I'm working on a 5 times multiplier, so enemies always give me a minimum of 5. Oh, wait, hold on. This is literally the reason why I took the wings. Get me down there. Wait, I don't go down with it. What's the point in these things? I don't go anywhere. I just float in the air. Let me... Ow. What's the point in those things? Wait, what? I'm so confused. Wait, what? Hold, wings, where are you? Where are you? You feckers. Spread 2 wings to your back. Allow them to gently float down and take no fall damage. I didn't realize that meant I'm going to stay in the fucking air. I wanted to go down. Why would they let me go down? Yo, hold on. I need to turn that back on again. I need to turn that back. I need to try that again. Hold on. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I'm literally just staying in the air. Let me down. Game. I want to go down. Yo, that's so silly. It's keeping me in the air. That's no good. Because I still take fall damage after. All you've done is make it so why is... Oh, the brawler tree. Okay, there's probably a wrestling ring nearby. There's a wrestling ring over there. That makes sense. That is actual madness. What? Okay, so I assume that ability is, you know, bugged right now. Because I feel like it used to let you go down. The fact it just holds you in the air. So it's like, okay, you can move into a slightly nicer position, then fall the same distance as you did before. Taking all the fall damage that you would have took in that moment. Excellent. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, Robin's fruit is definitely upgrade on buggies, because there's actually practical use to it. Even if I've got to be in my super mode to do it, there is a practical use for it. So, I'll take that over buggies for any day, because it's useful against every enemy, and not just ones with swords. Uh-oh. Yo, sorry, my mistake, man. I don't know where you are, but you're somewhere nearby, and you apparently know I'm here, so I'm just gonna move over here a little bit. I just want to go to the marine base. There's the marine base from here. It's over there. It's so far away. There it is. Able to get to, alright. There's water in the way. Oh, there's water in the way. Hold on. Can I, like, combo some... See, if I had Geppo, the wings would actually be so useful for that. In combination with Geppo, they'd be amazing. Yeah, hold on. If I go wings, and then I go sword style. Yeah, okay, that kind of works. I can, like, use it to bump over a space if I want to. Okay. Interesting. Anyway, all right, let's go over here. Let's see how if I were to slash into a marine base and, you know, like, and I were to activate my mode right in the middle of it, you know, and, like, you know, it's observation hockey, so I gotta look at everyone as they, you know, horribly face their demise. Hey, 8, and then we just go, and we're at what? Okay, what? 642. Cool. Yep, did that. And did that. Yep, cool, very cool, very cool. That really hurt people. Yep, do that again. And we'll go for more of that. It definitely can't take out the captains, can it? Like, it's not taking out the captains. It's actually close. No, hold on, it actually will take out the captains, yeah. Holy crap, yeah, it did way better. I got a bit closer over here. Oh, that's a different building. I was like, wait, why are there ones over there? Oh, it's because they're in a different building. I should put two Robins, both of Robin's abilities next to each other, I think. I can't reach that lot, darn. I think I've killed everyone in this tower, though. And we got about, what, 400 Dorky from that? That's not terrible. In actuality, it was only like 80, because I was on a 5 times multiplier, but I mean, it's something. Quicker training me going around the building and individually killing them all. So yeah, Robins for, I guess even at this stage, is still useful for random purposes. Good to know. Robin's fruit is always just going to be useful, isn't it? Makes sense. It's Robin's fruit. Also, I didn't have Electro turned on. Maybe Electro would let that do even more damage. Can my Electro transfer over my thing? I don't know, because Santa gets sprouted is technically one of mine. So I can feel everything that happens to it, or Robin can feel everything that happens to her. We don't really get that same thing, I don't think. There's nothing they can, like, notice and attack and respond to. It doesn't form an entity it's tied to us or anything, so... Yeah, Robin's... It's dangerous for Robin to send her hands in random places, because if the people respond to it, then, you know, she'll get hurt by it. God, the more I think about it, like, if you were an opportunity to get a devil fruit, like, IRL, in real life, because obviously, that's a question that comes up a lot. It's like, okay, what fruit would you want, like, you know, IRL? And, you know, obviously, some people go with some crazy answers. And, I mean, okay, technically, yes, if they took, like, the Logia fruit and stuff like that, they could probably do some insane stuff with it. And, you know, probably, you know, be terrifying people in Dum-Ba-Dum. Thing is, though, you do eventually need to sleep, and eventually someone will kill you while you're asleep because you're, you know, becoming a mass murderer or whatever, depending on how you decide to utilize the Logia. More practical uses of it, without being an absolute, you know, supervillain. Just generally can't really get hurt by stuff as easily. Turn to energy. I think people have mentioned, like, the lightning fruit, so they can, like, charge things. Assuming they can figure out how to control the wattage of their power and be able to charge, like, a generator, sure. That would kind of make sense. They just have to be, you know, careful they don't explode the thing. And but I think more reasonably, though, a lot of people tend to go for the Paramecias because they come with some interesting, you know, extra capabilities and stuff. Thinking about it, though, like, Robin's fruit, pretty useful. Like... kind of pretty useful, being able to just move your hand wherever you want, and you can then make a string of hands to move something to you without moving to it. And stuff. I think Robin can also make a clone. Although, I guess independently, she's also think about how all that stuff's operating. So, far less useful than Naruto's Shadow Clone ability. Being able to make a clone of yourself. Because Robin has done that before in Dum-Ba-Dum. I suppose, technically, if you were, like, you know, playing games and stuff like that, you could have, like, you know, several sets of hands operating, but I'm pretty sure you'd need to have the brain power to... then control them all independently. So actually, for me personally, I can't see myself being coordinated enough for that. Cool in theory, if you're a genius. God, I'm thinking about it. Like, what would be the best for it to have in IRL? I guess it depends on what you want to do in your life, I guess. There's obviously a bunch of really, really good ones. Like Door fruit, for example. It's a very convenient fruit. That IRL, because you just, instead of having to find a door to any place, you can just walk through the wall. And then just go wherever you want. Swim fruit, same deal, as long as you're happy swimming. And not scared about... Be terrible for someone that's got fear of drowning. Because, you know, suddenly they sink under the water. And that's all... I assume that's a nightmare to some people. I guess practically, like, the first little teleporting fruit and stuff. Probably reasonably is probably one of the funds I'd try and angle for if I had an option in the matter. That'd be really cool. But anyway, alright. So, yeah, Robin's fruit, really cool for taking entire buildings. Always fun to get their hold of the Hana no Mi. Buggy's fruit was fine for its time, but unless I'm playing a sword user, I'm just not, like, gonna get much use out of it. And unfortunately, since I ate the fruit, I've found very few sword users to actually use it on. Like, all the people that are, like, strong have all been literally just anything but a sword user. Been finding brutes and everything, and just everything is not that. So, yo, actually, I should go raid that place, so, because thinking about it, that place could also have a devil fruit in it. We'll take a quick gander while we're here. I will say, though, yeah, after playing this, like, now as a swordsman for a bit, with the new swordsman update and stuff, I definitely don't really care about being a swordsman again. I think I generally just prefer playing Blackleg still. Just because I like having access to Geppo. Geppo is just such a convenient ability, because flying is always powerful. Well, flying is also always powerful when it's not crocodiles and you're stuck, you know, not able to move very quick. Yo, apparently you guys just don't care about thievery anymore. It's just, you're beyond that point of caring, apparently. There's no thing in here. That is very sad. Well, never mind. Dum-ba-dum. Is that doctor's thing over there? I believe it is. Yo, I want to test something with you, mate. You're not gonna like it either. I mean, you're a doctor. I'm about to break your legs, essentially. But you're a doctor, so I'm sure you'll be able to repeal them, right? Because what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna turn on... Where is it? Ah, there we go. Knockout mode. Then I'm gonna beat the crap out of you and pick you up. And I'm gonna try and take you home. Because the idea of having a, like, because basically you talk to this guy, and you can essentially, yeah, heal, and he'll heal you full HP using berry. I got a load of money, but healing takes ages. If I could have this guy just on hand to heal, that'd be phenomenal. So, out of curiosity, can I take you home with me? Let's find out. So we're gonna turn on a little bit of electro, and we're gonna, okay, it's gonna take a hot minute. Where the feck do you think you're going? Could you guys, feck off? Why, there we go. All right, he's unconscious. Then we just, yep, there we go. Onto my head. And then we're just gonna... Can I teleport home with him? Won't let me. No! I could carry him home. I can't teleport with him. Well, darn. Really, what I want to see. One, could I teleport home with him? Two, could I, after I beat him up, would he then still heal me? I don't know, because he becomes an enemy at that point. So I don't know if he'd actually, or I become his enemy at that point. So I don't know if he'd actually let me do heal after that. But getting access to their services would be incredibly useful, so... Also, hey, what if I throw a rope net at someone? Huh. I suppose that's another way of taking him. Just do this. Well, that's interesting. Hey, if I, you know, drop you down. Yeah, okay, so when you hit them, the net then breaks open. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Wait, hold on. I have handcuffs in here now. Hey, what if I handcuff this guy while he's unconscious? What? Let's me try to pick him up. No. How does this work? Dude, where are the handcuffs? It's not working. Darn. How do handcuffs work? I mean, they may work on players. That'd make a lot of sense too. Yo, using the nets though, I'd never really thought about it. Like, why would I think about it? Okay, handcuffs, not a practical use for nets. I mean, it works, but obviously, like, it stuns someone, but it's not gonna, like, you know, stop them. Because the second you hit them, they're gonna, you know, get free again. But yeah, do you have a crafting recipe? You do not. Okay, so I literally just have to be at the mercy of the salespeople or the marine bases in order to get some. Interesting. But yeah, if you're a Delphi user though, and you got a sea stone net flung at you, my golly, that would suck. The players can do that junk too. Oh, hey, my wanted posters up to 230,000. Yeah, why is it going up so quick? I mean, it could make some wiping out entire bases of marines. It just feels really quick. Because obviously it's going up over time. I don't think I need to kill things to actually do it. I think it is just... I think it's increasing the same way these guys are increasing. In a sense. Not as quickly, though. Because they seem to be going quicker than I am. Ha! That's interesting. Okay. Our bounty's getting pretty high. I prefer that. I do prefer our bounty being, like, you know, a growing thing in Dividend. And then there's obviously, if someone dies, their bounty gets cut. It used to be, you know, obviously by default it's 60%. So if I died, I would lose 60% of my bounty. So, but it would drop by, what, a good 140,000 at that point. So that would be, like, you know, as scary looking on the old poster. Another player bounty hunter decided to come after me. I don't think I get anything for it, though. Yo, what do you think you're doing? You can just walk into my house? Yeah, where's... Am I not getting enough? Me and you. Also, just want to say a quick thank you to all of the channel members for the extra support. And a special thank you and shout out to our elite members, the joining members Moon Knight Gun, and our ANBU members MonsterQ and AdenIsGone. Thank you all very much for the extra special support.